is deliberately misleading for a variety of reasons, and one is obviously for politically partisan reasons, and the other is for economic reasons. There are people out there putting out fake news because you can sell clickbait. If you can put a story out there that a lot of people click on, you can make money doing that. And some people publish fake news just because they're trying to make money. Others publish fake news because they're trying to gain some sort of partisan angle or push some particular agenda. So to me, fake news comes down to intent.
It calls for a consistent method of testing information and of being transparent with your readers. So I think the method can be objective even if the journalist isn't, because of his or her inherent biases. But it is our job, and it's our commitment, our ethical commitment and our professional commitment to exercise a high level of discipline in our craft as journalists to maintain our credibility, because once that is broken, we've lost our greatest asset.
You know, the world is an incredibly complicated place, and if you read the papers and try to figure out what's going on a daily basis, you don't really know what's going on. It's hard to tell. And then if you click on the Daily Show or you read The Onion, they're going to make sense of it for you in a very entertaining way. They're going to simplify it and appeal to your sense of humor and your sense of fairness and your sense of injustice. And as long as you recognize that that's just opinion, that's satire, then I think it's a healthy thing. But when people start citing satire as a news source, that's a problem.
Of that nature, Mark Twain was a brilliant humorist who could take a news story and twist it around and make it more entertaining, and there's something to be said for that. The famous story about Sarah Palin seeing Russia from her back porch, obviously that never happened, but it sure did destroy her career. It is a very powerful satire and humor are very powerful, and I would never try to tame them. We do need to learn to live with them and be aware of them.
I came tonight because I wanted to find out what the general public and the audience, what their feelings were concerning the topic that was covered tonight. My definition would be that much of what's coming over national media is fake news, and anything that any news that comes up and says unconfirmed sources or information like that is, to me, basically fake news, because it can be anybody's opinion, non-verifiable.
This is a topic that really interested me, and I was glad to have the three different people that were speaking about the topic, fake news. I try and be a well-informed person, and so I read a lot of news, I listen to a lot of news, and it always is a question on my mind, which is the best, which is real. I think I got some methodologies that I can use in my day-to-day news gathering that would be helpful to try and cipher fake news from real news and to get more of a balance. I think the interviewer people had some good advice to us in the audience about how to use it kind of like a food pyramid, he mentioned, and to take it from a wide variety of sources and not just from our social media streams that always kind of caters to what we want to hear.
Well, there's so much going on in the world that it's hard to keep up with the news, and when you get it, there's so many different kinds of reports and so forth on it, and you wonder what is truth and what is false. And you have to wonder also, if it is false, if it was deliberate, as they said, is it intended? Or how do you find truth if you really want truth? Do we really want truth?